to Daily Dose. I'm Kate, and welcome to Daily Creations.
Excuse me.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah?
You're not Kate.
No?
I'm Kate.
You're Kate.
I'm Kate.
Okay. So this is Kate Daly with your Daily Dose. Here she is, and I'm gonna go over here.
Thanks. So, hi everybody.
Hello.
Hi. I am Kate.
Yes.
Not Matt's little friender, and I am here with Matt Ficner.
Hello.
We met, as I said, his little friend a little bit earlier in the intro.
Yeah.
He's one of the many creations that live in the depths of
my,
Matt's workshop.
My studio workshop here,
Yes.
full of weird stuff.
So, Matt is going to be one of our guests at the Geek Market Origins Cosplay Zone. We're so excited to have him because, Matt, you've got a career longer than both my arms and probably my legs put together.
Yeah, I won't say how old I am or how young I am, but I started in this in the film and TV industry back when I was still a teenager in high school, and that was years ago. And I started with an apprenticeship on a TV series, which some of you may remember, some of you may not. Of course, now this is going to date me, but it was called Under the Umbrella Tree, and it was a CBC puppet series that was shot here in Ottawa, and I worked as a apprentice puppet builder and an apprentice puppeteer, and that sort of opened the doorway to a lot of the cool things I get to do now.
I remember Under the Umbrella Tree, but apparently I am also old.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Vintage, as
vintage,
they say.
vintage, yes, vintage
yeah.
is in right now.
Yeah. So I started there, and then I actually got to work with the Jim Henson Company on a TV series called Brats of the Lost Nebula.
For YTV, I think.
That was for YTV and the WB network at the time, so I'm not sure, I think that came and went. But that's one of those obscure Henson projects that happened, and then
nobody ever heard of it. Except apparently my ex-housemate. She
really?
Loved Brats of the Lost Nebula.
So I got to work in the props department there, but I was also one of the lead puppeteers on that series as well. And that was a lot of fun, and that also opened more doors for me, and I got to work with all kinds of really interesting people in the industry. So I'm happy to be at Geek Market to sort of talk about some of my experiences, but share some of my insight into everything from building materials, production stuff, and even maybe some interesting behind-the-scenes story.
So we're actually, I know one of the panels you're going to be doing is how to add puppet elements to your costume.
One of the things I really love about what I do is, yes, I get to design and build things, but I also get to bring things to life, and adding those little puppet-like elements to costumes and whatnot adds that extra level of life and authenticity to something, and I think it's actually not that difficult to do, but people often overlook that when they're creating a cosplay outlet. I think that'll be a fun topic.
And then I know there's going to be a lot of talk about Warbler, thermoplastics, etc. I know you're really good at using Transpart, which is clear Warbler.
Clear Warbler, yeah. So I've been playing around with that, and one of the things I've really enjoyed seeing over the years is when I started in the industry, the materials that we had available to us were very limited. You had to work with, plaster and glue and all kinds of very toxic materials. What's really exciting nowadays is there's a lot of very user-friendly materials that are available for people to use. Again, like Warbler and Transpart and friendly plastics and all these things. And I've been experimenting with those too and having a lot of fun results with that. So I'll be happy to share some of my insights with people at Geek Market.
In fact, Matt's newest creation here, Rusty, who stars in Rusty
The Unusual Adventures of Rusty the Automaton.
The Automaton.
Yeah.
Rusty's mainly made out of Warbler, I believe.
Yeah, he is. And again, that was a little experiment I had, just wanting to try and see what I could do with the materials. And I was really pleased with the results. So the more I play with the stuff, the more excited I get about building things and doing things.
Yes.
So I'm happy to share that with you guys at Geek Market.
And then I think we're also talking about what could be a controversial topic, which is cosplaying and copyright.
Copyright. That's true, because for many years I also worked as a designer, and so I would design and create creatures and characters for different companies, and so there's a lot of investment in creating something new, creating a title, creating a brand. And so I know with cosplay it's a very
Gray area.
gray sort of elusive area. But it'll be interesting to talk about what you can do. Maybe say, well, this is a costume inspired by this universe or inspired
Yes.
by this character. But talking a little bit about thinking ahead. If you're going to create something that you might make a little money on, you have to be careful not to be infringing on other people's ideas or copyright. And as someone myself who I've created some of my own brands and some of my own characters, as someone who has done that, I know how infuriating it can be when somebody takes your idea and does something with it and makes money off of it, because it is unfair to the people who
Yes.
create those things. So it will be. It'll be
But then you're also a big geek and a fanboy too.
Oh,
so
yes.
you can
I mean, that's
appreciate
just
that.
it. I can certainly appreciate it, but yeah. So it's sort of an ethical balance of talking about that kind of stuff. So I'm sure it'll rise all kinds of interesting topics.
And then you'll be around on Saturday and Sunday,
Yeah.
and just be walking the floor and so forth, and
Yeah.
be available to chat. And like I said, you definitely got to check out some of these panels, because I know they're going to be a ton of fun and lots of interesting. I know, Matt, you've taught me a ton already.
Well,
so.
and I've learned a lot from you too. That's the one thing that I really enjoy about this entire cosplay and people being enthused about building costumes and making costumes, because creativity doesn't exist in a vacuum.
Yes.
It's always great to bounce ideas off of each other and to sort of share what you know, and and again, coming back to the whole idea of respecting what people have created, but also doing your own thing. And I'm really excited too, because when I was a youngin, I loved dressing up and putting on costumes and stuff. But back in the day, it was a little weird. It was a little strange.
Yes, yes.
It was not really something that nowadays that is very commonplace.
Yes.
So
It's not just for Halloween
no,
anymore.
that's just it. So it's really kind of exciting and cool to talk about those things too.
So we can't wait for the market, because it's going to be a great, a lot of fun, and you'll definitely have to stop by and check it out.
Yeah, you bet.
Bye.
Bye now.
Are we recording? We're
recording.
Hi! Okay, never mind. Welcome to Daily Dose with Kate.
Yes.
Okay,
Hello.
I'm going over this right now.
Okay. Oh, let's see. I forgot to put my
Oh, you got to put your thing on.
sweater on.
Wardrobe! Wardrobe. You forgot wardrobe. Ha!
Okay.
Alright.